There's only one way we can explain 999 to the hellfire, with a God who is merciful and forgiving, and that is shirk, the one sin that He will not forgive. What do we do to escape from shirk? Suratul Kahf, in Malaysia they say Suratul Kahfi, is the one surah of the Qur'an which, par excellence, I said, is the surah of Akhirul Zaman. How does it end? فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. As though these words are written with tears, as though these words, these last words of Suratul Kahf are written with tears. فَمَنْ كَانَ يَرْجُو لِقَاءَ رَبِّهِ. And whosoever has in this heart, his heart, the desire for a return to his Lord, which would be a happy return, فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا. Then be righteous in your conduct. Don't pay your Indonesian maid the wage of a dog. No, be just. فَلْيَعْمَلْ عَمَلًا صَالِحًا. Be righteous in your conduct. وَلَا يُشْرِكْ بِعِبَادَةِ رَبِّهِ أَحَدًا. And do not commit shirk. Do not commit shirk. Can we change that world? The world which is inundated with shirk? My opinion is no, not possible. That world will change us. We can't change that world. But if you differ with me, by all means go ahead and change it. If you cannot change that world, what do? Listen to the hadith. The Prophet said, sallallahu ta'ala alayhi wa sallam, "Man ra'a munkaran falyughayyirhu biyadi." When you see something which is munkar, for example, you see shirk all around you, what do? You must attempt to change it with your hand. Take appropriate action to change it. Don't sit down and do nothing about it. فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِلِسَانِهِ. And if you lack the power to be able to change that munkar with your hands, then use your tongue to change it. Speak out about it. And if you lack the power to change it with your tongue, yours is a voice crying in the wilderness. Nobody is listening. Then what else? فَإِن لَمْ يَسْتَطِعْ فَبِقَلْبِهِ. Then at least in your heart you must detest it. وَذَلِكَ أَضْعَفُ الْإِيمَانِ. That's the hadith. But there's more to it than that. If you continue to reside in the midst of that shirk, then one day the heart will no longer detest it. No. The heart will no longer feel the shirk. It's like the naked woman in the shopping malls. The first time you saw her, dressed and yet naked, you thought the sky was going to fall. But then day after day after day after day. Now you can go to the shopping mall and you can have a nice lunch in the shopping mall with your family and son, and the nakedness will be all around you. No, it wouldn't affect you. The heart is not going to register. I detest this place. I want to get out of this place. I don't want to be here. No. Your heart will no longer register anything. So then, where are you? Our response is, if you cannot change it with your hand, and if you cannot change it with your tongue, and you are detesting it with your heart, don't stay there. Because one day the heart will no longer register any tremors. Withdraw from that society. This is our response. What does Surah Al-Kahf say? In Surah Al-Kahf, we have the story of the young man who had faith. And it is instructive that Allah chooses young men. And they live in a society which, like today's society, is worshipping other than Allah. With the lip you say you worship Allah, but otherwise you're not worshipping Allah. No. These young men stood up and proclaimed the truth to their people. But they didn't like it. And the people targeted them. If they had just sat down quietly, mind their own business, do your work, go back home, have dinner with your family and go to sleep, no problem. But from the time you stand up and proclaim the truth and challenge falsehood and challenge shirk, they're going to come after you. What did the young men do? Did they choose to remain in that society? No. They fled. They fled. Allah says, وَإِذِ اعْتَزَلْتُمُوهُمْ, when you turn away from them, وَمَا يَعْبُدُونَ إِلَّا اللَّهِ, and from that which they worship other than Allah, فَأْوُوا إِلَى الْكَهْفِ, take refuge in the cave. يَنْشُرْ لَكُمْ رَبُّكُمْ مِنْ رَحْمَتِهِ, Allah will shower His rahmah upon you. وَيُحَيِّئْ لَكُمْ مِنْ أَمْرِكُمْ مِرْفَقًا, and whatever be your outward condition, Allah will endow you with that which you need. Surah Al-Kahf. What should we do in this age? Listen to Nabi Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam before it is too late. This is Sahih Bukhari. Abu Sa'id al-Khudri radiyallahu ta'ala anhu narrated that Allah's messenger said that the time will come when the best property that a Muslim can have will be some sheep which he'll take to the mountainsides, in places where rain falls, like the valleys, fleeing with his religion from fitna. And so our response, based on this hadith of the Prophet ﷺ, and based on our analysis on only one thing so far, the shirk of the modern age, is that we want to withdraw from society. But withdrawal from society is not withdrawal from jihad. Not at all. And withdrawal from society is not withdrawal from da'wah. Not at all. We withdraw from society in order to preserve faith. That's why. If we remain in society, we fear we're going to lose faith. Because the heart will be seeing, and yet we'll no longer feel in our heart a sense of detesting. It's like your mother, the one who is most lovable in your sight, most honorable in your sight, dearest of all in your sight. And your mother is in the public and she is being cursed, and you do nothing about it. Life goes on as usual. That's your mother. This is Allah. If this is your mother and this is Allah, and this is what they're doing with Allah and His deen, and in your heart there is nothing, what will Allah do with you? But if you withdraw from society, oh Allah, we are withdrawing. We are withdrawing because we want to preserve our faith. Then how do you preserve the faith through withdrawal? Our answer is a small community which will live in accordance with Allah's guidance. I call it the Muslim village. And I found to my surprise that European Muslims in France, in Belgium, in Germany, in Holland, in Canada, in the United States, European Muslims in Greece, in Romania, in Russia, they are the ones who seem to be most enchanted, recognizing the value of the project of a Muslim village. And they are the ones from all over the Western world. Where is the village? Where is the village? Please, I want to come, I want to come, I want to come. And our own people seem least interested and are content to live as they are. It's not only the shirk of the modern age, it's more than that.